There's a Googler in front of me because I can see him wearing that strap. And he steps aside to see what the menu for the day is. He reads the menu and he goes, "Fuck, man. Aaj phir se dal makhni hai." Well, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who are the two founders of Google, decided to start Google. They said, we're going to create what will be the biggest mindfuck experiment that the world has ever seen. How many of you here have been to a Google office? So you would know what I'm talking about. For those who haven't, you may have heard of it. The fanciest thing about a Google office is it's free lunch. It's, oh my God, it's massive and it's free. To give you a sense, I've been to the Gurgaon Google office several times, and imagine a football field as big as this or perhaps even more. And then there are food counters. So there's the Italian food counter, the continental food counter, the South Indian food counter, the North Indian food counter, the healthy food counter, the dessert food counter, the don't care food counter, the care what you want food counter. And it's free. It's like a politician's wedding into three. It's just amazing. And I remember going to one of these lunches, standing in line of what was the Indian food counter. And there's a Googler in front of me because I can see him wearing that strap. And he steps aside to see what the menu for the day is. He reads the menu and he goes, "Fuck, man. Aaj phir se dal makhni hai." And I stood there, stunned, wondering, what has this person done in life to be complaining about the fact that he's getting to have dal makhni for 2 consecutive days of his life? Where did this go wrong? Like, where did this go wrong? And here's the bullshit theory that I came up with. When Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who are the two founders of Google, decided to start Google, they said, we're going to create what will be the biggest mindfuck experiment that the world has ever seen. Here's how it will work. We'll get a group of really smart people in a room. We'll call it a company thereafter. And we'll give them the most complex problems to work on. They will love that work. It'll be challenging like nobody else. But we'll also give them shit they didn't expect. We'll give them free food. We'll give them a great office. We'll tell them you can come whenever you want to come, leave whenever you want to leave, wear whatever you want to wear at work. You can bring your pets. You can cycle to work. You can sleep at work. You can spend 20% doing something that you don't have any business doing. You are free to do whatever you want. We love you. And what's going to happen is over time, they will get addicted. They will get addicted. But Larry Page and Sergey Brin were also statisticians. So they're like, what's the probability that everyone will feel the same way? Well, non-zero. So let's pick a number. It will be a low number, 1%. 1% of everyone that we work with, when they are given stuff that they didn't expect, will not get addicted. They will stand in front of the mirror and will be like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve anything of what Google does for me. It is a privilege, an opportunity, a blessing for me to be at this point. Because they recognize that they are lucky. The truth is, none of us in this room, including me, deserve to be where we are. We're just plain lucky. We were just born in a family that took care of us, that gave us food, shelter, upbringing, education, love, because of which we sit on opportunities that we take for granted. And there are millions of people right outside of this fancy room that will never get to see what we witness on a daily basis. They are smarter than us. They definitely will work far harder than we ever will in life. But we actually trick ourselves into believing that we deserve to be where we are. And that makes us entitled. And when you get entitled, you start complaining about random shit in life. You start complaining about everything in life. You start complaining about the aircon not being cool enough. You start comparing about the food that you're having in a 5-star hotel. You start comparing about Uber and Ola not showing up on time. You start comparing about Netflix not streaming fast enough. You start comparing about something not working in your life, your office chair creaking, your desk not being big enough, your internet not being fast enough, your manager not being responsive enough, your Zoom calls not being exciting enough. You complain about random shit because you think you've got to a certain point in life where you deserve to get these things in life. And that's a trap. That's it. It's over. Game over. Because the day you're entitled, the day you are entitled, you stop. You just stop. You stop learning, you stop growing, you stop being curious because that's it. And the consistency of thought is, I will never get entitled. I remember showing up in office every day while at Groupon, at Nearby, genuinely astonished that I am the CEO. Like, I am the CEO? Because I didn't believe it for a single day. I don't believe it when people walk up to me so graciously saying, your content helps me. Like, seriously, you're kidding me? Like that shit that I record on that phone, just blurting out my thoughts, thinking that it's just mine, that moved you? It helped you? I am in disbelief, and I love that disbelief because I don't ever want to assume that I am in any small way making any difference at all. What I want to do is, this is a privilege, it's an opportunity, it's something that I love doing, it's authentically me. I will continue doing it irrespective of what's coming because I don't know of anything else. It's consistent in my thought. Don't get entitled. That's the first consistent thought in my head. And it's been so for the last several years that I know myself.